Hello friends. So I just completed a 10-day silent Vipassana meditation course, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what that experience was like. So I did this course near Rio, and to get there I took a train, like 2 hours until the train ended out in the middle of nowhere. And from there I took a bus for like an hour, and then took another bus for an hour, and then they dropped me off at this dirt road, and I walked for an hour to get to this retreat in the middle of nowhere. It was really great because it was in the middle of nowhere, so there's like no noise. Like 3 times there was a plane that flew over, but other than that there was no noise. It was just complete isolation, and it was really a really good environment to be in. And so it's 10 days in silence. You're not allowed to talk, look at anyone, talk to anyone, make any gestures at anyone. I mean, the whole idea here is to approach mental silence and to try and act as if you're alone and completely alone and isolated. In other places in the world that where they do this at, where they have bigger facilities, they set it up so that you have almost no contact with other people except for when you eat and do group meditations. So it was 10 hours of meditation every day. We woke up at 4 o'clock, we started meditating at 4:30, went until 6:30, then from 6:30, at 6:30 we had breakfast, and then after breakfast we had a little rest period until 8 when we had our first group meditation, and that went until 9, and from 9 to 11, more meditation. At 11 we had lunch, and then at 12 you could ask you could ask questions to the professor if you needed to clarify something about the technique. So you're allowed to talk, or only if you're asking questions to the professor during these times. But other than that, no talking, and you're not allowed to talk to anyone else. So then at 1 o'clock, more meditation. 2:30, a group meditation. 3:30, more meditation until 5 o'clock when we have a snack of fruits. And then at 6 o'clock, another group meditation. At 7 o'clock, we had discourses, and these were presented. These were like TV, VCR, DVD, whatever recordings of this Goenka guy who was the one who brought this technique back to the world after it was almost lost. And so these are recordings from like 10 years ago of him just doing this Vipassana course somewhere else in the world, and then so after that we have another meditation until 9 o'clock, and we're free to go sleep. Yeah, the food was really good. It was all vegetarian food, all homemade vegetarian food. Really, really good food. Really liked the salads. So 10 days of silence, meditating for 10 hours every day. What's that like? Yeah, it sounds like a big feast. It sounds really difficult, and there were some tough times during those 10 days, but for the most part, I just took it minute by minute, second by second, just trying to focus on each moment, and it passed pretty quickly. And my knees were hurting. My knees and back hurt a little bit in the beginning, but they got used to it, and I'm kind of surprised at how well they adjusted to all of that sitting. It was an intense experience. My thoughts focused around basically 3 things the entire time. The 3 things I'm thinking about most of the time anyway. And so I just went really deep into those things, and it was just nice to have all the mental clutter just go away and just be able to focus. I mean, the idea isn't to focus on your thoughts. The idea is to try and focus on the technique and to just go deeper into the technique and to try and approach mental silence, but that's impossible. You're always going to have these thoughts coming up. And meditation, it's really not understood very well by people. People don't really get meditation. They think it's some really complicated thing. They think it's some, I don't know, but meditation is just very simple. All you do is sit down, close your eyes, and breathe. It doesn't get more complicated than that. That's meditation. And so I waited a week to make this video because I wanted to see what the effect of this would be on my life, getting out of that environment. And pretty much from the moment that I left the meditation, there was like maybe an hour or two when I had to get used to talking again. And that first day of talking, that was a big shock. I didn't want to talk. I wanted to stay in that silent mode that I had been in. I just wanted to keep meditating forever. I really miss all that meditation, and I miss just that environment that I was in. But from the moment that I left the meditation and started talking again, and I just readjusted the world pretty quickly, and I don't know, I feel much more at ease and much more relaxed, and just with less tension, and I'm just able to see things in a different way. All the things that happen, I just look at them more detached in some way, but I'm able to put myself in the present moment a lot more, and to just enjoy the sensations of life as they come along, and instead of trying to avoid them. So I really recommend Vipassana for everybody. I think everybody can get benefit from sitting down 10 days and just doing one thing. Everybody can definitely benefit from it, and I think everybody can benefit from meditation, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, sitting down and just focusing on your breathing. For 2 months leading up to this, I started meditating every day, and those have been the best 2 months of my life. And the week that I've had since leaving meditation has hands down been the best week of my life. Just things manifested in ways that I could not have expected, and I'm super stoked on life right now. So I hope you will consider doing Vipassana meditation sometime in the future, at the 10-day course at least once in your life, and at the very least, start meditating a few minutes every day. All right, take care.